This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening and welcome back to the Thomas A. Robinson Track and Field Stadium. The sixth Commonwealth Youth Games. Day number 4 is winding down. Swimming has already been completed for the evening, and just one more event to go here in track and field, and that's the men's 400 meters. But I can tell you some good news. The Bahamas medal count now stand at 7. That's 2 silvers and 5 bronze. A few minutes ago in the boys' long jump, Devon Wims, 23 feet 5.5 for bronze there. And right across the street at the Betty Kenning National Aquatic Center, Izaak Bastian picking up his second medal in the 100-meter breaststroke. He also picked up a medal last night in the 50-meter breaststroke along with Lily Higgs.
I knew that 50 breast was my best chance to get on the medal stand, so I just got up there and did my best for the country and was able to get a medal. So.
Go through the race for me from getting off the block to the touching the wall.
Well, I knew in the morning my start was a little slow, so I had worked on that in warm-up for finals, and I knew I had to have a really good start, so I was able to have a good start and a good breakout stroke, and from there you just have to go and race the pool and race who's in the pool, and it was just a really good race for me.
It was a pretty good race, I felt like I did well, tried my best, and came out with the silver.
Came off the blocks pretty well.
Yeah, I had a really good start, one of my best I've ever had, and had a really good breakout too, so that helped giving me the momentum into the rest of the race.
Happy with the time?
Very.
Let's now go trackside to Julian Gibson for the Bahamas' 3rd medal on Thursday.
Fisher, let's start with the 100 meters. How about Adrian Curry? 3rd place, a bronze medal. His time, 10.61 seconds.
It feels great to represent my country in front of the home crowd. It's an excellent feeling.
You satisfied the way you executed your race here today?
Yes, sir. It was a long season. I just had to pull through and bring out a medal home for my country.
How was the competition, especially coming down the stretch?
Well, I was expecting it, but I just had to do what my coach said and execute and drive to the line and finish my race.
Now let's move to the girls' 100 meters. Tyler Lightburn just missing out on a bronze medal. A tight finish, 5th place. Her time, 12.04 seconds.
The race wasn't my best start, but I got out good enough. I felt like I could have executed better and stick with them, but what's in God's plan never fails.
What did you think was the reason for your slow start?
My legs are really fatigued because we went through 3 rounds and I'm not accustomed to that.
Disappointed not getting a medal?
No, sir. I made my personal best 2 times. I'm pretty pleased.
These 2 young ladies from Botswana, they had a lot to cheer about, a lot to celebrate, because their fighter, Brian Telfer Galilee Momon, he took on Bahamian Lennox Boyce, and Boyce lost a split decision to the young man from Botswana.
The fight went great for me, although I didn't win. It was a great learning experience. I fought a nice, tough opponent, and he showed that he was the better man here today, but I'm prepared to just keep on training to become better.
In the first round, it looked like for the first couple of seconds you went at him, and then you went on the defensive side.
I guess it's just a strategy thing that I need to work on, but the first round and the second round, I think it went pretty great for me. I got kind of winded in the 3rd round, so he took over, and he was the winner of the night.
Yeah, I think he ran out of gas, believe me. Okay, but it was a good fight for him. All right, it's a good experience for him. This is the first time at the international competition at this level for him. Okay, but like I say, this is this is the type of fights understand, for people like him at this level. Okay, but in the future, believe me, the future is bright.
Well, let's take off the boxing gloves and head over to Lil Sis Kelsey Johnson.
Team Bahamas female squad finished on the top of the chart in terms of the Caribbean and Nautical region by placing 7th overall at the 6th edition of the Commonwealth Youth Games Beach Volleyball. The Bahamian pair of Michelle Moss and Latavia Brennan defeated Trinidad and Tobago in 3 sets, losing the first set 15-21. The Bahamas pulled off a major comeback, winning sets 2 and 3, 21-18 and 15-10.
It feels really good to know that we put all of the practice into playing and that we'll be able to move on and do better next time.
It's totally amazing to represent the country no matter where we are. We always try to represent the Bahamas the best we can at the best of our ability.
Brennan, who has represented the Bahamas on the national level in terms of indoor volleyball, made her debut on the sand earlier this week. This was also the first beach competition for Moss.
She is a very good player. She'll be able to do anything that they request of us to do.
And what have you taken from this whole tour?
From this, I've taken that beach volleyball is not only fun, but you have to play really hard to accomplish what you have set for.
Playing for 9th and 10th were Team Jamaica and St. Lucia. Jamaica female squad defeated St. Lucia in both sets, scoring 21-16 in the first and 21-19 in the second. First Vice President of Nasika Volleyball, Mustaf Muhammad, was impressed with the level of play by Caribbean athletes, but noted more needs to be done to develop their skills.
Actually, the Commonwealth Games really don't affect the rankings internationally for international beach volleyball. These games are there for Commonwealth only. So the rankings would not affect the international beach ranking. But what we have seen is that initially, when we separated the teams, each group, the teams were pooled in groups that are not from the same confederation. So we have teams coming out from different confederations, mixing together. And that was important because we never knew what their levels were. And now at the end of the games, now that the teams are coming to the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th place, we see that Bahamas, St. Lucia, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago are filling those spots. Now for us, that told us from Nausicaa perspective that we need to do a little bit more in the development of our beach athletes.
A low placing for the Caribbean countries were also seen on the boys' end. The Bahamas A and B squads played for the 11th and 12th, with the B taking the bottom ranking, dropping the 2 sets 21-15 and 21-8. Trinidad and Tobago came in 9th, beating out Jamaica 21-14, 16-21 and 15-10. St. Lucia was defeated by Papua New Guinea 21-18 and 21-9.
So our beach athletes have not gotten that exposure, especially at the youth category. Youth and junior categories, we do not have enough competition for them. While the other confederations are doing it, we are not. So we need to focus on it.
The bronze medal and gold medal matches will be played on Saturday at 10 a.m. at the Malcolm Beach Soccer Facility. Kelsey Johnson, ZNS Total Sports.
Bahamas and Sri Lanka meeting in the 5th to 6th place game this morning. Last time these two teams met, it was Sri Lanka spanking the Bahamas 76-zip. But a much better game this time by our boys despite the 45-5 loss. The only try coming from Reginald Kemp.
Tackling was much better in the second half of the game.
You must be happy when you didn't allow them to get another shutout. How did that feel?
Wonderful.
Call the play. Set it up for me. How was it set up?
There wasn't really a set play. I was just hoping my winger saw me on the end there so he could spot me and get the try.
We played a much better defense game today in the second half by crashing up the ball and did not give them a try to actually take the ball away from us. So we played a better defense game.
That's going to be a wrap here from the Thomas A. Robertson Track and Field Stadium. 7 medals for the Bahamas, 2 silvers and 5 bronze. Just swimming and track and field left to go on Saturday and Sunday.